Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. Good morning, let me start all over. Good morning, Mr. Bumcrack. Good morning, Jabus. Good morning, Hank Allen Cash. How are you this morning? Jabus, aren't you being cute? Good morning, Vietnam. Your title of your show has the wrong date. Does it really? Well, what does it say? It's the 13th? Ah, today's the 12th. Okay. Sorry. I'll change it later. It's live anyway. Anyhow, good morning, Vintage. How are y'all doing today? I'm sure there's an AI that can create that for me every day, and I don't have to deal with it. Because AI is taking over everything. I just want to see AI drive a nail in a dadgum house. I'm not going to say I want to see it cut the grass because with robotic computers, I mean lawnmowers like they have now, it wouldn't really probably take that much to do it. So I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. Yeah, I was remote, standing in the middle of a tire place. Um, Vintage is looking for a lot of leather watch bands. Have you tried? Okay, I'm gonna regret saying this because I know that's gonna pull him in here. Have you tried Timu to see what they have? Good morning, Anissa. How was everything today? This is really. Good morning, Sandy. Um, Over here on this screen, I've got the pop out of the chat from YouTube, and it's ahead of the chat that's inside of Timu. Timu. EV Mugs. Good morning, Jake. How are you? Well, if you run down to your local Starbucks, you can find all kinds. I don't know if he's got watch bands or not. Anyway, the link to the show should be pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah, his coffee is at Starbucks. Um, how was everybody's sales yesterday? And for you praying type, how about to keep my father-in-law Robert in your prayers? He's in the hospital with a touch of pneumonia, and he's 20 years older than I am. So, isn't that about right, honey? Well, is he? He's in his 80s now, isn't he? Okay. Anyway, keep him in your prayers, please. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, Top.
What's up?
Not a whole lot. One sale, $23 on eBay. Well, that's $23 vintage. Good morning, baseball. Todd, you got any leather watch bands? Vintage.
Uh, I had some, but I don't think I've got many left.
And this my father-in-law is in the hospital. He's got a touch of pneumonia. I'm sorry, go ahead, Todd. Anyway, vintage is looking for a lot of watch bands. Wow, $600, Anissa. You were smoking.
Woo! You go, girl.
Um,
What did I do yesterday?
yeah, I was about to ask you how it wrapped up.
Yesterday, I sold an awesome $131 worth for 5 items.
Do you not
Yay.
have enough stuff listed?
Kiss my ass.
Or do you not
I
have the right stuff listed?
don't know. My sales been pretty slow all week.
Yeah, you killed Todd and probably everybody else, Anissa.
Yep. Kick my butt. 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 Kick
Uh,
my butt.
um, the title that I gave today's show, Cross the T's and Dot the I's. Have y'all watched Harry Tornado's video, I think from the last couple of days, where he's talking about the lawsuit?
No. What lawsuit?
Okay, well he and his wife were involved in a lawsuit, and go watch the video for the details. But basically, they bought a house, and um, they received a letter from a mortgage from a credit union. I believe it was a credit union saying that they were being sued for $20,000 or whatever on the house that they bought. And the shorts, making the story short, they're the attorney that did the title search on it did the search. It was clean. Then they closed on the house. Well, after the title search was done on it, the people that owned the property beforehand took out a line of credit against the house. So they had to go to the attorney, and the attorney went to the title insurance company, and the title insurance company um, paid it off, and now they're going after the seller. Allegedly. That's what I got out of this story.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to work. You buy title insurance,
Well,
and that covers it. You're covered. Even though it's a big ass hassle,
right.
because a collection company, they're going to go after everybody that's ever had their name on the property.
Um,
Collection agents don't care. They
no,
just,
there's all kinds of fraud into this thing, too. I'm serious. You know what?
no, the only fraud was the
No, I'm not talking about
the,
Harry.
the people who sold the house to Harry took out a loan after the title search.
After the title search was done.
Well, that's like illegal as hell.
Well, that's what I'm saying, fraud.
Well,
So,
there's only one fraud.
yeah.
Okay.
So nothing on Harry. The Harry's cleared. Harry's cleaned clear of everything. It
Yeah,
just
but
caused them a lot of stress
well, sure. Somebody
uh,
comes up and says, "You owe me $20,000."
on a house that's supposed to have a clear title on it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now, folks. If you buy a house and you don't know this, you always want to have a current survey done on it. You always want to have title insurance on it
And inspection,
and
probably.
inspections. Uh, so you don't get letters in the mail saying that you owe somebody $20,000. No, this is title insurance lag. All it does is because see what they do is the attorney sends a paralegal in and they research the chain of title to make sure there's not any claims or that the title is clear. There's no loans. There's no leases. None of that. And if it's in play, like a lease is in place, then it's declared in the title insurance company. Yeah, it's a different type of insurance. though. Like all it does is saying that it's not that much. It's like $500 or so, depending on the price of the house that you get, of course. So anyway, always get all. Good morning, Beth. Always get all that stuff done. Yes, it's going to cost you like an average survey for a house. Closing surveys will probably be in the neighborhood of $500 unless you're in California, and then it's probably going to be at $1,500. Good morning, Tactical.
I wonder what the seller was thinking because
I don't know,
their
but
name is all over every paper everywhere, and it's easy to trace something like that.
see, we've I don't
That's
rem-
just stupid. It's going to come back eventually on
It
the.
looks like that when he took out this second mortgage, this home equity line. Um, it would have been they would have there would have been a statement. If not, there probably is now. Uh, are you in the process of selling this property? Hey, Stephen. You know, something like that. Because it's just my opinion. That's kind of dodgy looking. You take out a second mortgage or you take out a home equity loan on a property that you under contract to sell. I mean, it's got to the point where they're doing title searches and whatnot. There's a contract that they're just getting the paperwork because you've agreed to sell this property. So anyway, there's your helpful tip today. Always get a current closing survey to make sure there's no encroachments on your property or you're not encroaching on anybody. Because I'm sure I've told the story before. Closing surveys were not something that was current like in the 70s. But we did a subdivision. We went in to do a closing survey because it was an out of state mortgage company. And they wanted to have a closing survey done on this lot. Well, when I went in, we went in, sent a crew in. They did the closing on it. I started drawing up the map. Half the house was on the wrong lot because the
Do I
subdivision.
have any feedback?
Do I?
I hear TV in the background.
Yeah. Um, these lots were on a curve, so you had a bunch of lot corners, and the builder used the wrong corners. So I had to call the agent that we were working for and say, "Look, this house is across the line." And she said, "How much?" I said, "Oh, about half the house." Good morning, Ping. And she immediately lost her shit. Well, after our crew chief realized this house was across the line, he shot the corners of the houses on both sides of it, and the houses were three other houses were across the lines too, and it got there was like three title insurance companies, five attorneys, four real estate agents, one guy that was one homeowner who was a total asshole because
And a partridge in a pear
he
tree.
spent like $5,000 having trees planted. Nobody was happy about that. Uh, Stephen, they're getting feedback. Hank's getting feedback. So you might want to turn your speakers down just a bit. Yeah, an echo. So anyhow, um, it probably cost a lot of money to get this thing straightened out.
Well, you're not
And
going to tear down half of a house, so
we had to go in and we had to adjust all the lots to make sure these houses were all on a lot. Um, which meant all these other houses had to have all of their title work redone, and they had to have their deeds because they didn't just say like lot 5 of Country Woods Estates. It had the actual meets and bounds around it and the acreage in it. So all of that had to be cleaned up. No, We didn't make it. We made very little money off of that, if any, Jabus. Um, because we just wanted to get it cleaned up. It had nothing to do with us. But after that, everybody in the state of South Carolina and North Carolina, and I think the rest of the country, had to. Mortgage companies started and title insurance companies started requiring um, closing surveys. I don't think they do it too much nowadays. They don't require it, but still spend the money and have it done. Yeah, we just wanted to help make it right because we worked with all these people, Jabus. We worked with all these attorneys. We worked with all the real estate companies. You know, the people that was writing the loans. We worked with them. So we was trying to help out because really we could have said it's not our problem. If you want us to straighten it out, we'll send you a bill. We'll do it. But that kind of attitude kind of gets you in a bad place with other people. But the real estate agent. She's a nice older lady. She was very. I mean, she sold a lot of real estate. I had never heard her say even damn. But when I said this house is halfway across the property line, she used an SOB, MFR. She was out of control. I was talking to her husband, who was also one of the agents in her office, and I was like, what is going on to hear her talk like that? Good morning, Mike. So anyway, that's your your PSA for today. And go look at his video if you haven't seen it. Because they were really stressed out about it. But that's what title insurance is for, people. So anyway, there you go. That's your PSA. Good morning, Julie. So we've had a bunch of people come in while I was having Uncle Tom's story time. Good morning
Hello,
to
everyone.
everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday morning.
Julie's on the beach. I'm jealous.
Yeah, Panama City. Um, so Anissa had a great day yesterday. Todd had a disappointing day for him. How about everybody else? Steve, how are you been doing, son?
So I can take this out of my will now because she's set.
Yeah, Anissa's set for, you know, sorry to hear that, Lag. You live in your mama's basement, so you don't have to worry about such things. Just to remember, when she kicks the bucket and you have to have that all put in your name, you just remember what I said. Tactical. Uh, yeah, Jabus. Everybody, my brothers are covered up, and we're building so many apartments in Charlotte, and we have no affordable housing, according to the Observer. And apartments in Charlotte are expensive. A one-bedroom apartment in a good apartment complex is about $1,700.
Doo, doo. So, you remember the SpongeBob night lights I was selling
Yeah, for like 2 years.
for like 7 years?
Or is it 7 years?
I got this at the same time I got the SpongeBob's,
Just
and this is a Disney.
princesses,
Yeah,
princess is.
So it's fun. Your inventory. I've had this 7 years, but it's sold.
Is that the only one you got?
Let me see if I got any more of those. I had several of these. I don't know. People really liked the SpongeBob, but they didn't like the princess as much. You got Rapunzel and Snow White. Oh, who you got here? Rapunzel and anyway, yeah, Cinderella.
Cinderella, Cinderella. Yeah, Hank. That's what a lot of these people do, allegedly.
Let's see. No, I still got four more of them.
Oh, do you?
So how long? I mean, it's in a tote on my back porch, and it's been there 7 years. It's been through heat and cold and snow, and I've never had one of these not work though. So good to go.
Oh, you got two on Prairie Grit. That's Prairie Dirt lag. Say it right, Prairie Dirt.
I know it was. I wonder if there's a date on this. Let's see. Uh, let's see a date. Oh, 2013 is the date on it. How long is that ago?
That's
These
been.
were these were made 12 years ago,
You need to put
13
vintage
years
on them.
ago.
Aren't those vintage?
I think it has to be 20 years old to be vintage.
What's antique?
100 years. I'm 7/10 antique,
Well, I guess I'm 6/10 of a antique then.
almost 7/10. Y'all better have some kind of fancy celebration for me when I turn 70 in December. Y'all, come on. Y'all better be planning now, because 70 is a biggie. That's a biggie year.
Okay, everybody show up on his birthday at his house.
No, I don't want you here.
Bring wine. Bring wine, sodas, beer, and food.
Oh, well, if you're going to bring wine and beer, you can come. Yeah,
We don't want to push it all on Gwen. She'll probably take him on a cruise.
yeah. 7 decades. I'm going
I was watching a video about a Mississippi cruise on the Viking Mississippi. It was like $5,000 a person. Now, mind you, it's pretty much all inclusive. But
Taco truck works.
yeah, the taco. Todd he eats Tex-Mex. We had a neighbor, Rosanna. They were from Nicaragua, and she would bring, she'd make homemade tortillas and all that kind of stuff, and she'd make me up a couple of tacos and bring them over to me.
Was
And
her
they
last name Dana?
no, and
Rosanna Dana?
those were the best damn things because it had black beans and rice and ground beef and onions and all that kind of stuff in them. They were good.
Flex bringing Adderall.
Don't talk about the G-Shock find tactical. He hadn't sold it yet.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you sell it?
You were there when I showed it.
I don't remember.
God, you're old.
No, I'm just this cold and cough I've had is Roberta tell me stuff and I don't even remember what's going on.
Yeah, I sold that tripod. I sold the
That's right.
G-Shock.
That's right.
The only thing I haven't sold is the haven't quite finished off with the twisting pencils. But I spent $1 for that box of pencils, and I've sold 6 of them for $12 each. But bam!
You
Yeah, I
just about
just need
paid
to
for the
sell the
trip, haven't you?
reefs. What?
You just about paid for the trip, haven't you?
Uh, Probably not. Airline tickets and
I know.
hotel stays are expensive.
You probably spent $1,000 just on the trip. Um,
Uber ride and this and that.
he still needs to sell the old real reefs now. Okay, yeah.
But those I didn't get those in Nashville, so that doesn't count.
Under the bed restraint gear. I'm I'm scared to even wonder what that's. I don't know, Anissa. Um, I think if for what not for me would be because they have that really super good deal on shipping. I would just, I think it would be a I think I would be more in tune to take a box and start filling it full of stuff to keep it under. I think it's 5 pounds or 3 pounds, whatever, and just do box lots of crap, that people can resell. That's my that's my take.
But the value of the stuff, like that bicycle stuff, you're getting good money for that. Why would you sell it
Well,
for
I'm not talking
cheap?
about stuff like that. I'm just talking about some other crap I've got.
Cha-ching! What did I sell? I sold a pair cardan bamboo style Hawaiian shirt, 100% cotton, men's Hawaiian triple X tall for $11.99.
See,
I'm rich.
I could do the live part of it, and I think I could do it very well because I never shut the hell up, as Roberta says. She says I'll talk to a tree if it stands still long enough.
You
Um,
would do terrible at whatnot because you would hold up an item and go, now, there's a story how I got this.
no, no,
I
that
got this
irritates
in
me.
1974 on the
If
street corner of Main and Third, and I think the guy was wearing a trench coat, and he had a little dog with him. It was the cutest dog you ever
Thank you,
saw.
Todd. Thank you very much.
That's how you would sell stuff on.
No, because I don't like people looking for stuff. If I was to do it, I would have a table right here to my left with the stuff I'm selling, and I'd be putting it on this table over here to the right of me to ship. And it'd be like this. I got a widget here. I'm starting to bid off at $1 or $2, whatever. Blah blah blah. Come on. What's that thing that drives Scott crazy? Hit that button. Is that what it is? Something like that, and then move on to the next one. these having to search and find stuff, or you see something back here you want? No, that drives me nuts. My ADD kicks in, and I need to move it because time is money, especially when you're only making a little bit of money off of stuff. I just drop them in a box in the floor. Chaz, you've done them, but my biggest thing is working off of the tablets. I've got a 35-inch monitor right in front of me, and I would really like
Don't
to
tell them.
have a 48-inch monitor.
They are alive.
Hey, Jim and Tara. Hey, Tara.
We thought y'all moved to Peru. Haven't heard from y'all in a month or two.
Um, yeah, I've thought about it. Tara, I just think it's got to move. But I would, I'd like wish this everything was on a screen. You could run everything off of a computer and not have to deal with your phones. So that's my opinion. So, Landshark, Craig, go peel for some potatoes for your wife, because she's the one that's making money. Good morning, Tara.
All right, I thought I'd come harass you for a little bit.
Woo-woo.
I saw your pictures from the state fair.
Sounds like you got that one hot show really. Yeah, I was up there showing horses. I was up in Illinois for like, I don't know, 6 days.
Are you becoming?
I just got back. Well, what day is it today? I got back last Saturday, I guess. I left the Saturday before and came back last Saturday.
Wow. What did
It's
Jim
a cool
do to
fair. If
call
anybody
you?
ever. I know, and Brandon was gone too. I left, and then a couple days later, Brandon left for football camp, so Jim was all by himself.
I just listened to Dan Seal's "Sweetheart of the Rodeo" or whatever song over and over.
So yeah, Brandon was gone too for a few days.
Jim, did you have to say, "Okay, girl, you got to leave. The boss is coming back"?
I bet Jim was moping around like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm all alone.
I'd find a girlfriend, but I can't find any that want to do housework.
Yeah. It's been so long since I had a girlfriend. I forgot what they're like.
Well, I don't know where Jim would go find one. He never goes anywhere. What's he gonna do? Wander around Walmart till he finds one?
Okay.
You know what?
He
I don't
doesn't.
want one.
The Long John Silver's is closed. He doesn't even have the Long John Silver's girls anymore.
Man.
When I started dating again or seeing girls or women after my first divorce, they find you. You'll be sitting at home, all of a sudden the phone starts ringing. So what the hell is this? Where are you? You're not coming out to the bar tonight? It's like, oh jeez.
If something happened to Roberta, and she was no longer in my life, there would be no other ones. It's just too much work.
Yeah, I'm at that age where I don't think I would go out and seek another one.
I just,
I'd probably just lock myself away and pine away. How will I live without Jim?
Just shrivel up.
Yeah.
you got to worry about all these gold diggers and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid anything happened to Gwen, but if something did, Todd would have all these ladies coming in, bringing him casseroles and
Oh, you guys are talking about Todd's birthday. You turned the big 7-0, Todd, this year?
In December, yeah.
Oh, and Jim turned 60. But I'll tell you what you should have your wife do for you. is on the tens. Like when Jim turned 40, 50, and now 60, I buy him a Grim Reaper cake for those birthdays, and it's really a big hit.
Yeah, but that black
You got to
icing,
buy black and gray frosting and, have the Grim Reaper on it or
that
something like that. I always do it. I got to wait 10 years now. We just did the
She's
Grim
ordering
Reaper.
a cake, and the lady's looking at her like, "What a see you next Tuesday."
Yeah, she must have been kind of, yeah, I would say she might
I
have
could
been
tell she was
nervous.
not into it. She did not think it was funny at
back
all.
when
And I'm
back when the
standing there
first
thinking, I wonder if the lady knows that I'm the person who's going to get this.
back when the first Batman movie came out with Michael Keaton, the girl I was dating at the time, because this was before Roberta, way before Roberta. Were you out of high school when that came out?
The
Anyway,
first Batman movie, yes, I think I
I
was.
thought you were going to say that was the
I
year
was
you turned
asking
70. I
Roberta
was going to
if
say,
she was out of
whoa.
high school when the first Batman movie came out. Anyway,
Right, tactical. By the time you got 50 candles lit, the first ones would be melted down into the icing, and you
that's
have
right.
to.
Just set the whole cake on fire is about to get
Oh, you
enough.
just got to switch to the number candles. You just switch to the
Yeah, I
number
had two
candle.
candles. It was a 6 and a 0. It was pretty easy. I just gave it a little puff.
But this girl made me a chocolate cake and it had black icing with the yellow Batman logo on the top of it.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
And, all the fancy stuff around the edges. That black icing, if you got any on you, it did not come, it had to wear off of you. I mean, your
So
lips
what are you
had,
saying? It was on each other's necks and stuff?
yeah, everywhere.
You had to wear, you had to wear turtlenecks and some long sleeves because you had
That's
black
right.
frosting all over yourselves.
It'll be that stuff's hard to get out of your nipples, huh? There, Tom.
Yeah. Uh, you know,
I can't believe
Oh, my. I got a true story about my first wife. I got this back when they were expensive. I got this laptop, this Toshiba, those hard plastic, thick old laptops for real
right.
estate. Anyway, in the evening, I'd bring the thing home, and my wife would play solitaire on it. She'd watch TV and play solitaire on it. I'm like, whatever. Well, something wasn't working, like the network card or something. So I took it. I had to take it to a town an hour and a half away to get it warranty worked on. Well, the guy comes out and he goes, because my wife had a cat that was always in the bed with her if she was playing on the computer. He goes, yeah, you might want to take it easy on the cat hair and the Cheetos. Because like the Cheetos dust and the cat hair was in the keyboard, and the computer was only like a month old.
Oh boy.
Anyway, it was pretty funny. I don't even know how I
Anyway,
got
you
to
stay
that.
away from that
Maybe
Yeah.
black
take
colored
I don't.
icing.
It
pen
must
off
have been
now.
the black frosting.
Oh yeah, the black going the Cheetos dust going everywhere.
Um, my niece, her son was into um, the Hulk, and she had him a green cake made, and he was like 5. She said that child's poop was green for about 6 months. It took
No,
forever.
Oh boy.
gross. Ew.
But oh, James sold a $46 candle.
Oh, all
Well
right.
done. Todd sold something. James has sold something.
Ugh.
I've been. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Pink. Yeah, well, Tactical, you have a child. Or at least I'm assuming that's your child in your photo. I'm sure he eats all kinds of crazy crap. Too much information. Yeah, well, that's when you got kids, stuff like that, or you've had little kids, you're
Yeah, you
never
just.
surprised. Especially little boys. Little boys will eat anything. So, how's y'all's?
Oh boy, well you're getting ready for your baby pretty soon, hey?
Yes,
For your
baby,
grandchild, that's gonna
October.
be a couple months away. Yeah, that's gonna come up quick.
Yeah, they had a baby shower Sunday. And the other grandfather to be, he is a Saints fan. And I said,
Oh
Miami
no.
Dolphins. And somebody
There you
said, well, they're both loser teams. Let's go with the 49ers.
I guess
So,
both are better than my Cowboys. So
well, that's what
whatever.
one person said the Cowboys, and I turned around and looked at him and I said, look, from what I hear, the only way the Cowboys is going to go to the Super Bowl is if somebody buys 60 tickets. And he said, hey. I said, a good friend of mine down in Texas is a big Cowboy fan, and he catches hell all the time.
It's
Uh,
horrible, man. I
Hey, everybody used to
You
hate the
can't.
Cowboys in the '90s. They were big.
but you know what? During I'm going to say late 60s, early 70s, I'm trying to remember, because I had a little girlfriend in elementary school. Her name was Renee. She was the head cheerleader for the Cowboys Little League, Pee Wees, whatever football team that
No boy.
my younger brother played on. uh, but everybody was it was all about the Cowboys, the Cowboys, and I think that was because all the
They were big in the
fathers were,
'90s.
huh?
They were
I
big in
think
the
it's because
'90s. I mean, when you had like Irving and what the heck was the quarterback's name?
Yeah, well, you got Buffalo handing them Super Bowls.
Oh, but
no,
I remember
no,
that
no, no,
there was
no,
an
no.
NFC championship that the Cowboys beat the Packers. I remember that Michael Irving's like shakes his finger, he goes, "Go home, Cinderella." I'm like, ah, because I was really paying attention to the Packers back then.
Tactical
I could have
Z hit
killed
it
them.
right. Tactical Z hit it right on the nail. Everybody liked all the dads liked the cowboy cheerleaders, so they had to be fans of the Cowboys.
Have you seen the Minnesota Viking cheerleaders?
No, I don't watch football.
They just
Uh,
had that on Facebook. They got a couple like long haired like men.
The Green Bay Packers in the I think it was late '70s, early '80s. They tried to round up get some cheerleaders going, but they got the natural turf and they kept grazing on the field.
They used to use UW Green Bay's
Yeah,
cheerleaders. Yeah.
or maybe UW0. No, I think it was Green Bay.
the Packers.
Packers.
Uh, so how's y'all's
The
business
Packers.
been? Tara's been
Oh,
on the road so much.
mine's slow because I haven't been working on eBay. I got to get back to work.
All our customers went back to school.
And I haven't. I swear I haven't really listed in 30 days. I've been goofing
It's been all
off.
horse shows and stuff.
I've been
Horse shows
dumb.
and vehicle repairs.
No, is that
Jim was
a
up in
paid gig,
Wisconsin.
or is that just you doing it for the fun
Horse
of it?
shows.
Yeah.
Horses are one way. Money is exit only.
Well, yeah, but it's not her horses. I figured that the owners were paying her
Yeah,
to
but I'm an
ride.
amateur.
Oh, so
I'm
you
an
can't get
amateur.
paid.
I can't be paid.
Yeah, they pay her rail fee so she can ride the horse around, and that's it.
Do they
They
pick
don't
up your
charge
room and
That's
me
your
board?
rail
the thrill of
fees.
being on the horse is your sport.
They
Yeah,
they pick up your room and board and
they
your
do
bar
throw
tab,
me
don't
some
they?
coin. I don't drink. Tom, I don't think I could go around and drink. Jim started drinking Michelob Ultra, zero alcohol. And I drink some Michelob Ultra
And I'll
once in a
crack
while.
one. I'll be
We're
driving.
totally wimped
At 10
out.
o'clock in the morning, I'm drinking an Ultra.
Yeah, he's drinking Ultra NA. I mean, that is the ultimate women beer right there.
It's got nice. The can's not super girthy, so it's easy to hold on to.
Hey, don't talk about Mr. Sadie's beer like that.
Jim's worse. I just told you he's drinking NA Michelob Ultra.
It's 0.0 alcohol.
You know, I've talked about it before. I told Roberta I feel like a lush because we're on the cruises. We go eat breakfast. We're at sea, so we go to the casino, and we get free drinks in the casino. So she orders a Pepsi Zero, or and I order a kiss on the lips because it's kind of a breakfasty drink. It's kind of fruity. And I said, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm drinking kiss on the lips. I feel like I'm an
That's
alcoholic
how I
now.
get. That's how I would describe you, Tom. You know, kind of fruity, kiss on the lips.
Yeah,
And
pretty
Thank
soon
you
you
very
give the
much.
cocktail waitress a kiss on the lip.
So,
Roberta's like, "Here's your Pepsi Zero."
you're back on Pepsi
Yeah.
Zero. You're getting a little too frisky.
so it's I did and that's about it. Every once in a while, I might order in the evening a bourbon and ginger ale, but that's about it. I drink girl drinks the rest of the time.
No, I mean, we don't really drink at. Yeah, we don't. I don't really drink anymore.
No, I can be a
And
jerk.
I can tell you, like these horse shows you go to when you're working all day, when
Right.
I go back to the hotel room, go to sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, and I can drive terrible and act like a jerk stone sober. I don't need it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just like drunk is like my natural normal
Just
personality
normal,
now.
Um, I was watching a video, and Jabus, no, that's not a pineapple drink. Um, I was watching a video, and these people, they were older people like me and Todd's age bracket. They were on the Virgin something or other, one of the Virgin ships, which is it's a players cruise. Okay, that's what it is. All the young people get on
Swingers?
there and they hook up all the time. But this was a repositioning cruise from the Mediterranean. They departed from Spain, and they ended up in Miami. Anyway, he was walking around doing a ship's tour, and he was walking by the doors, and he stopped at this one door, and it had all this, decorations on it. And then he walked on down. He walked down a few more doors. Excuse me. And there was all these, the little magnets that's got the hook on them that you can stick to stuff. They were all over the
Yeah.
door, and he stopped and he turned the camera around and he looked at it. He said, "Does that mean something? Having all these hooks?" And Roberta and I were talking about it. I said, "That's how many times they've hooked up on this cruise." But anyway,
Really?
I don't
I
know.
would never have guessed that.
I'm just,
Oh.
Yeah, God, I hope you
I'm
pack
just,
some Febreze when you go.
I know.
I mean, if I was the maid, if I was the cleaning crew, I'd be like, "Oh God, another one of these swingers rooms you gotta clean
Yeah, it
out."
sounds like the whole boat smells like a co-ed locker room.
Well, this cruise,
God.
this and it's all inclusive on it, except like
Yeah, it sounds like they're
for-
including
Get,
things already.
get the bleach of the hazmat suits out. This one's a bio threat.
What is it? Is that why the ship's a virgin? Because they only sail it once. When they bring it back to port, when they're done, they just torch it,
yeah.
burn the lamp.
These cruises are usually expensive. So, but there was out of 2,700 passengers, there was only like 1,300 passengers on it because it's
I thought you were gonna
because
say like 13 regular people that didn't hook up with him.
No.
But-
And they have all you can eat. They have all you can eat crabs. 24
and this
Oh, that went
this
too
this
far.
guy, the guy that was doing the
too
show,
much.
the guy that was doing the video, he said that he talked to one person, and he says, "Why is there not?" Because he said it was a good price. So Todd, tell Gwen to look at Virgin Transit repositioning
Did
cruises
you
in
watch the
October.
Poop Cruise show? Did you watch the Poop Cruise documentary?
No, but I heard plenty enough about it.
Oh, you should watch it. You'll like
I
it.
missed
It's
that
on
one.
Netflix.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
watch
were
it,
gone. I didn't.
yeah.
I watched it when I was home
but it's
alone.
funny. I don't think I'm gonna seek it out either.
No, it was worth watching. Because they told people to like pee in the
Chaz.
showers, but eventually the showers couldn't hold it anymore.
Chaz, you're a good old Southern girl. I can see you popping back to Southern Comfort.
Why did they just have people to grill?
Well, when
But,
they have yeah, the guys are doing that, but it's kind of hard for
Yeah,
girls.
but you're not outside of a boat. I've done that on a fishing boat.
Yeah, except you got like decks and stuff. So if you're up on the top, you're just peeing on the deck below you.
That was a nasty.
And then they gave them bags to poo in.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah, they got stuck like in the Gulf of Mexico for
With
like
no
2
electricity.
days.
The whole ship runs off of electricity. Even the engines run off of
Yeah.
electricity. It was just a total.
So you got
So you're telling me that's what happens when you go green? You end up on the poop cruise?
So you got all these people
I
go to
guess.
these expensive gift shops when they go on shore. So they got all these expensive gift bags. So then when after they use them, they toss them over the boat, and you got some fisherman thinks he really scored.
Oh
Sees a
no!
little Gucci shopping bag.
Uh, oh
It's
no!
absurd.
Oh no! You don't ever throw anything overboard. It don't matter what it is. You don't throw anything overboard. You'll get put off at the next cruise port, banned from
Yeah, but what if
cruising.
you're
I
stuck
think if
in
I
the
was a
middle of the
captain, I might
Gulf?
bend that rule. I'd
Oh,
make everybody turn on their phone so nobody can film it and start
No, they would collect them and
literally chucking his shit
store
off
'em.
overboard.
It was not a pleasant thing. Not a. I know it hadn't to be. Not a pleasant thing. I
yeah,
can.
they had no air
When our air
conditioning,
conditioning is
and
not
it's
working
hot.
right on the cruise, if it's not cooling like it should, it can be irritating. I can imagine not having any power
Well,
So what does
or
the
water.
mafia show up with a barge for the hazardous waste to go air quotes get rid of it?
They
no, they had like
they
total
store it.
rescue in them.
They stow it down in the bottom of the ship.
Oh boy.
Well, they weren't doing it on the poop cruise. It was like in the hallways and stuff.
Well,
They
they
lost
they
control.
were supposed to be collecting it and stowing it away.
How'd you like to have that job? You're out. You get to collect
No.
the bags
Yeah,
of
I
poop
remember
and
when
stow 'em
when I had
away.
employees, yeah, they bitch about everything. When I was hired, I wasn't told I'd have to do stuff like
Yeah.
this. I can imagine those porters and stuff being, you know what, kiss my rebel ass.
Yeah,
I just,
picking up
you know,
crap,
it's
and
still
then
the
I
only
gotta
way to
stow 'em
travel.
away.
But the Virgin Atlantic is it Virgin Atlantic? Well, anyway, the Virgin cruises they are geared towards younger people, 20s and early 30s or 20s and 30s,
That is
and
that Virgin
their ship,
Records guy, ain't it?
yeah, Richard Branson. Um,
No,
that ship normally is just like banging around the Mediterranean, Italy, Greece, Morocco.
literally, they're
And
literally
so
banging
it
around.
it all the kids, so all the young folk are you used to going and laying out on the beach and all that kind of stuff, and it's not too popular. The transatlantic is not too the repositioning cruises is not too popular because you have like 8 days at sea, which to me is fine. We like the days at
Oh
sea.
yeah, because you're going across the whole Atlantic.
Yeah.
You tell me I
So
won't
and
get
you
killed.
you're going the up like normally if you're leaving from the east coast of the United States going to Europe, you're basically going up alongside of the east coast of the United States around Canada, Greenland, down into like the UK. Well, this one's going the opposite direction. You're going from Spain to Miami. You cross the equator and back up that way. So anyhow,
Mm.
it takes longer because like the Queen Mary 2 from New York to Southampton's like 7 days, and they're just putzing along to give you the experience. But
Yeah.
anywho, so you've not been doing any reselling. You've been riding the horses.
Well, I mean, yeah, we've been selling some stuff, but I do have to I have to like actually do some work because I've missed a lot
Is
of work.
is Brandon a junior this year?
She got trampled yesterday.
What?
Is Brandon a junior this year, or is he a sophomore?
He will be a junior. Yeah, he starts school on the 25th. He's a junior.
You know what? And I remember seeing those videos of y'all standing in the snow after y'all been to an auction,
Yeah.
and he's just a little fella, and now he's taller than.
Yeah, and now he like yeah, and now he picks us up. He'll come up to me and I'll be like, no, and he bear hugs you and squishes you, and then he picks you up off the ground. Which I can tell you, as you get older, you don't really like people picking you up off the ground.
You just need to tell him to knock that shit off and go get those bales of hay and
Yeah, I've
feed the
tried,
horse.
but he don't listen to me. Yeah, he doesn't always.
Well, you
listen
just
to
need to
me.
get you a good switch. Work on them legs. You're not a
Yeah,
Yankee
he
anymore.
can take a hit. Yeah, he can take a hit is his problem.
He was only 10 when we moved to Kentucky.
No, he was older than 10, wasn't he?
Nope.
Oh yeah, he was about 10 when we
Remember
moved
those
here.
little pictures of him down the creek? He's just a little kid and his
Oh yeah.
shorts.
He's on. So y'all been down there like 6 years now?
7.
It'll be 7, yeah.
Damn, time flies by.
Well, we bought it in 18, but we finished that last school year in Wisconsin, so technically we moved here in 19, but we already own the place.
Yeah, we rented the
Right.
people we sold our house to. We rented the house back from them for a year,
Right.
so we have time to move our stuff.
I mean, it's it doesn't seem like it's been that long. I bet if old Jim was to go back up to Wisconsin during February, he would die.
Oh yeah,
His,
I don't go in February. If I can't get into the property to get stuff,
Well,
I don't
you
go
can't
up
get
there.
in our property in February because it'd be snow.
Because the only reason I go up there is to haul crap out.
He even in
Well,
the summer, he's like, yeah, this place has changed. I don't like it here. I won't want to live here.
Oh yeah, people are like walking around. They're walking downtown the sidewalk. They're wearing a bicycle helmet, eating an ice cream cone, and they don't even care who's looking at them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to offend anybody who actually does. Maybe there are people who actually do that, but I mean, you're walking on the sidewalk, you and your wife, you're about in your look like late 60s, early 70s, eating ice cream cones with your bicycle helmets on your head. You look ridiculous.
Well, I guess you don't want to lose it.
You've
Yeah.
already lost it.
So, has the area up where y'all used to live, because it was out in the country, right? Where the house was up there?
It's
Has it
well,
started
it's a
building up
tourist.
around it?
It's a vacation.
They
Oh,
ain't tourists. They're
yeah,
permanent.
you got people that
They're carpet
you have
baggers.
like a real estate boom up there, and they are. I mean, the prices of property have really, like, I would say tripled. Hey, just more than doubled.
Yeah. And I mean, it's all this. You look at like what's in the newspaper and all this stuff. All this, government involvement and everything. And I mean, it's just turned into a big hot mess.
It's kind of it's really turned into like southern Wisconsin.
I'm waiting for them to put the hammer and sickle up. That's why I'm gonna get the last of the stuff out of there and go back. Communism is migrating up from Madison, going all the way to the top.
But
of
a
the
lot
state.
of a lot of building up there, like big apartment complexes, like they're gonna put it in like within less than a mile from where I own that place. They're putting in an 84 unit apartment complex. I mean, I never thought I'd see the river have that.
Jim, did you hear the first part of the show where I was talking about Harry Tornado and their lawsuit?
No,
Whose lawsuit?
Harry Tornado. I haven't been watching any reselling either, though.
He posted
Give me
real
the
quick like
abbreviated.
he posted a video about he and his wife were well, they're out of it now, but they were involved in a lawsuit. You'll need to go watch this video to get all the details. But basically, they bought a house or made an offer on a house. It was accepted, and the lawyer went and did the title insurance company, did the title insurance work. It was clear. They closed on the house, and now they get a loss. They're involved in a lawsuit for $20,000 because the people that owned the property went and got a home equity loan on the property after the title insurance work was done.
Oh,
So they
no.
got
Oh, they didn't get gap insurance.
uh,
There's a little clue. Here's a little. This ain't reselling. This is real estate selling.
Oh, get your real estate hat on, Jim.
Don't ever skip the gap insurance. When you get your title insurance for when you're buying a house, and they say, "Do you want gap insurance?" You always answer, "Yes, I want gap insurance." That's the gap between when you got the insurance, bought the insurance, and when the property actually closes. You got to have that. You got to have that gap
So,
insurance.
like, if somebody does something,
That's exactly
like
what they do. Like
yeah.
when you get divorced, the first thing that your ex is going to run around with credit cards and max them all out. So that's what the sellers who know they can get away with it are going to go put a lien on the property after the title insurance is done. So that's why you get gap insurance is.
So the title insurance company paid them out, and now they're going after the person for the other money. Because to me, that just screams intentional fraud.
Well,
Yeah, but okay. So then they must. So then, do they have gap insurance then? They must have.
The title insurance said it wasn't.
Covered part of it.
No,
Yeah,
it covered
The
all
title
of it.
insurance covered part of it.
They said
title
the
insurance
OG
paid for
or
all of
something.
it.
Covered it. the gap insurance.
Go watch the video and catch it out.
Yeah,
I
I'll
thought
check
it was
it out.
pretty
Sometimes when you
interesting.
sue people though and they don't own shit, how do you get the money out of them very
Well,
quick?
see, to me, it looks
You're
like,
already
and
out the money.
Well, that's not.
if you were to get a home equity loan, one of the statements that you have, because you have to initial about 1,000 different spots. Um, the title insurance paid for it at Landshark. Um, it should be: Are you in the process of, or you know, thinking about selling this property?
Yeah,
Yeah, well
Yes
sometimes
or
people
no.
lie.
it would
Initial
be.
it.
Yeah, it would be theft by fraud.
Sometimes when you
So
buy a gun, there's a question that's like, do you have a felony or do
Or do you
drugs?
yeah.
And
smoke? Or
or
you smoke crack?
do you smoke crack? And people answer no to that question
Is
too.
there a crack pipe in your pocket? And will you get rid of this gun in a dumpster?
I don't
In a
know,
Walmart
Ken.
garbage.
His wife was not amused at all about that situation. I don't think it was. Uh, I don't think it was clickbait. I,
I don't know.
that's.
Well, anybody
Well,
would
I
he
be
gets made
nervous
whole.
about a lawsuit being brought against you.
Yeah.
So I would too, even if I knew I was right.
I don't know that. I don't know if because there's people out there like Lag who's going to
Piggy!
go out there and research it and find out. He's going to go out there and research it, and he's going to call him out on. Oh, that's all BS. None of that ever
If
happened.
it's covered by the title insurance will pay for your legal fees. The title insurance will provide the attorney. They
And
take over.
they paid off the claim, and now they've gone after the other
Yeah,
person, which is what
sure.
they should
Well, why
do.
wouldn't you?
That's what
If
title.
your best
That's what
friend, if
I
you have a
told.
good friend gets hurt on your property, your insurance company will their insurance company will pay for their injury, but then their insurance company is going to sue you, which in turn your insurance company is going to defend you against because you have homeowners to protect for injury. But it doesn't matter that you're friends; it's between the two insurance companies now. They're going to battle each other out and see who writes each other a check.
My friend
So
and
that's
I.
the same thing with the title. Once the title insurance takes over, you really don't have nothing to do with it anymore, as long as you're covered.
My friend and I, we were, my friend Chris, we always left about, because, we would slip down or something like that. And it's nothing personal, Chris. Or in this case, it's nothing personal, Jim. I'm not suing you, I'm suing your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
why you got to have homeowners insurance. Even if you own your house, you got to have insurance.
I started my
Because
story
it's
out, or
not for the
ended up
house
my,
burning down; it's for if somebody breaks their neck or something on your property.
I ended up saying, my little spiel about that was always get a current survey to make sure there's no encroachments. Get Be sure and have
Yeah.
title insurance. All
Well, the great
don't
thing
be a
about the
cheap
title
ass.
insurance is too. The title insurance is going to demand that you have a that the property's been surveyed and all that. The title insurance is going to demand that so that you're
Yeah.
covered there.
No, well, not
It's like
necessarily anymore. If you've had a survey done within like 2 years around here, they're not requiring it. But how long does it take to
well,
put a? How long does it take to build an outbuilding in your backyard across the property line? 30 days.
Yeah.
You know.
Or move in one of those sheds.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way to do it. What is Chaz? Um, Major Win. Hey Doug, how you doing? So anyway, that was what we were talking about before y'all came in, and I thought y'all might find that interesting, or you might find that interesting because you were in the real estate
Yeah.
game for a while.
Maybe I'll go listen to it while I'm working. I have not listened to any reselling content at all. I haven't been doing that.
Well, it gets kind of repetitive after a while. You know, you know, Todd gloating about buying that G-Shock watch and selling it for good money, and his dollar box of pencils that he's made $100
Oh, see, I
off
missed
of
that too.
now. Scott
Yeah.
in his Scott in his uh, big girl panties. And Scott, if you're listening, I don't remember who the guy was, but he bought a box of like post office, lost mail, uh, Amazon lost mail, stuff
Oh,
like
where you
that.
buy that?
And he bought this guy must have had 25 pairs of big girl panties in that thing. So if any of
Oh
yours
boy.
gone missing, there they are. What time is it?
I don't know if they do it anymore, but down in Atlanta, they used to have those like, you know, 4 or 6 times a year, like those postal auctions where you could go bid on lost postage and stuff like that. I always thought that'd be fun to do. I don't even know if they do it anymore, but at the time I looked into it when we first moved here, it was like when Brandon was a kid and they didn't let any kids go. You couldn't bring any children.
God, I can't believe y'all been up there almost 7 years.
Yipping.
You're starting to lose your accent. Where did you
No,
used to
I still
live?
sound like a Wisconsin.
Where did
I
you
still
used to
sound
live?
like a Yankee. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I had like I was talking to somebody and he's like, I was trying to. I go, well, I'm not from here. He goes, I could tell you an accent. I was trying to figure out where you're from. Oh yeah, I'm from Wisconsin.
You're not right. Anybody got any last final words? I got to go take something for this coffin. I got to go get some cat litter.
You taking
Oh
cat
boy,
litter for a
cat
cough?
litter. That's
No,
probably what
I got to
makes you
take
cough.
something for
Is
my
cat
cold,
litter.
and I've got to go get cat litter. And if you've got cats,
Because cats are gonna be shitting in bags.
yeah,
We don't
that's
have like
right.
a poop cat cruise with cats shitting in bags.
Uh, Tractor Supply is a wonderful place
I like Tractor Supply.
because that's where I
I like
get
Rural King a lot.
the bags of the wood pellets, like bedding pellets, and that's what we use for a litter. And it smells a lot better, does a better job, and you get a 25-pound bag for $6.
Yeah.
No, I am. I'm not going to try that. I just don't have the patience for that. I'm getting ready to try to. I'm getting ready to have
That is a good idea to teach your cats.
try to help a young man learn how to use the toilet.
I did I did save a kitten off the road, but I found it a good foster home.
Well, good for you. I'm glad to hear that.
Queen
It
Kitty
was a
shit.
real tiny little one. Anyway, I'll tell you that story a different day.
Thank you, Mr. Bumcrack. Don't cross over to the dark side. I have a list. I have two lists. I have a list. On this side is the good
Who makes
people,
fun of cats
and
and who
all
doesn't?
this is the bad people.
Where's
They
Jim?
make fun of cats.
Which side is Jim?
Jim's on the good side.
Oh, okay. Just
Oh
check.
wow, I definitely would put him on the bad side.
No, because he don't give me too much of a hard time. We talk about old people stuff, so that's okay. It's these young
Yeah, he is
whippersnappers
getting
like
old.
Doug, Doug's right on the middle now. Jabez,
He's really officially old. He
Jabez,
turned 60 in July.
Jim.
Yeah, he's 60 now.
Jim is 60 now.
Yep.
Dang, son.
July 6th, turned the big 6-0.
And he's got a
The
16-year
6-0.
old. You're the man.
17-year-old. Well, that's what happens when your wife leaves you and you meet somebody younger.
Mhm.
Jim's just fertile.
I don't want to know about that.
It's a good thing you told him no. Get on your side of the bed, or you'd probably have 3 more kids.
Jim be making danker babies everywhere.
So anyway, thank y'all all for coming in here for this nonsense. Um,
Ooh.
I guess Scott will have a show tomorrow. And then we'll be back on Thursday, and Todrick will be back on Friday. When Perky turns, when Perky turns bad, Chaz, you're right, Chastity. Okay, y'all have a great day.
Yeah, there's no
Hey,
Perky left in this crew.
Doug, don't say anything about being on the border where you're lived at. You might wake up tomorrow and be south of the border. Kent, yikes is right. You're just
That's wrong.
that is wrong on so many levels.
That's wrong.
I mean, really,
And then I
Kent.
pictured him when he yells at the cats when they're up in those baker's boxes.
I'm gonna have to tell him. Let's see, is Kent? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Kent's wrench
He's
away so I
definitely
can
in the bad
silence
list.
him.
Yeah,
So,
he definitely went into the bad box now. He's in the
yeah,
bad
Kent's
list.
over. He has just crossed over big time on that one. All right, y'all have a great day.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Ciao for now. Bye.
All right. Bye.